Medical Accomplishments Day.
Exhale now.
While I'm in my medical closet, I'm gonna take my pulmonary function tests on this nifty little machine that my CF clinic gave me. Because of the pandemic, we're trying to keep, like, CF patients are trying to do as much as they can from home. And I still go into clinic periodically, but I'm not going as frequently as I would have. So, this just helps to make sure that...
Take a deep breath.
Okay, hold on.
Exhale now.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
Keep going.
Not going. Try again.
Try again.
Okay.
Do not exhale too soon.
Well, okay. I got it. Pay attention.
Take a deep breath. Exhale now. Keep going. Keep going.
I have to do 3 in a row.
Good effort.
And thankfully, Trikafta has kept me stable and my lung function is stable. Very thankful for that. There's no specific day or time or frequency that I need to check my lung function. I like to check it every 10 days or so. Yeah. We have to be careful not to, like, I know when I've talked with my doctors in the past, like years and years ago, they talked about, yeah, patients could have a lung function machine at home, but we don't want it to become like a mental game where it's like, if your lung function is down by 1 or 2%, then you get really scared. And so I think in the past, that's part of the reason why all CF patients don't have it. Post-transplant, they encourage you to do your home lung function machine frequently. I think for some patients or some centers, they encourage you to do it once a day. Other patients, maybe once a week, that sort of thing, just so you can see trends if your lung function is struggling or not. And why they are giving it to us at home now. Not everybody has one at home, but some clinics are encouraging people to take them at home so we can be on top of things if it starts to trend down, talking with the clinic and deciding what the plan of action would be. But on that same topic of like not getting kind of like obsessed or worried about it, I don't do it every day for that reason. It's not gonna be helpful in the long run. So I find for me, once every 10 days is a great way of just seeing, okay, cool. Even though I had a few hard days this week, my lung function is still stable and we can just keep on pressing on. And sometimes the numbers are stable and you still need to choose like a treatment plan or antibiotics or something like that. Sometimes the number is not everything, but the number does help gauge where we're at. And I turn the camera off and then I think of one more thing to say. And then I let my team know what this home PFT machine is telling me about my lung function. I'm back down in the kitchen. My Subqig supplies are right down here in this basket, but I'm not going to do that yet. Yeah, I usually do it in the evening. I just find that if it's gonna make my legs or wherever I infuse, if it's gonna make me sore, I'd rather do it in the evening when I can just relax and not be running around the house. But now I just need to do like normal human stuff, like empty the dishwasher, fill the dishwasher, clean the counter, the normal stuff. And Peter is upstairs editing and working. Another thing on our Medical Accomplishments Day, let's call it that. Instead of like medical, what's like a negative way of saying accomplishments, like things we have to do. Yeah, instead of viewing it like things we have to do, I just said that.
Medical checklist.
We'll call it medical accomplishments for the day, for the week, whatever. My CF team put in an order for running a mucus sample, so if you're new to the CF world, CF lungs often have chronic bacteria or like colonized bacteria in our lungs. And so even though I'm on Trikafta and my lungs are doing a lot better symptomatically, I'm still fully colonized with Pseudomonas and MRSA and staph and trichosporin, or what's the one? Is it trichosporin that I've recently been culturing? Anyway, my body still has all of those things. It just doesn't affect my body as much as it did before. I don't really know why, but it's awesome. So it's been many months since my last sputum culture. So basically you cough anything that your lungs are giving you that day and cough it into a little cup that they give you, and they send it to the lab and they grow it in a petri dish, I believe, and then they see what it's growing. So we're dropping a mucus sample off to the hospital, and a little CF mucus hack that I learned quite a few years ago is bring home the sterile cups that they use. Bring a few home with you every time so you have a stash of them. And then when they need a mucus sample, you know you're going to clinic that day. We're not going to clinic, we're just dropping the mucus off. And when you're coughing stuff up earlier in the day, you spit it in there and put it in your purse and take it with you. And there you go. There's your mucus hack. Oh, you're laughing at me?
Well, I'm just laughing at the pun of mucus hack.
Oh, because you're like hacking up the mucus?
Lay your hands in a mess in the morning when you open your eyes. No girl, I can't lie. I love you just the way God made you, girl. He don't make mistakes. What you call your imperfections, I call beautiful, babe.
Mucus drop off. Peter's gonna run it in. I can see clearly now the rain.
Alright, I'm back. I have to like, whenever I take something to the lab for Mary, I actually have to like go back and in the lab and like deliver it to them and like answer questions. And I get back there and the girl's like, now this isn't for you, is it? I was like, no.
What? I don't get it.
Like she was confused because she was like seeing the name.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for doing that.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
My pleasure to take your mucus in the hospital. And P.S. he had already sanitized his hands before we started the camera.
Correct.
Just saying.
Whew. It's been a busy day. I know you guys have been hanging out with Mary on all her medical accomplishing, and I've been working on a lot of video stuff and website stuff and all kinds of stuff, but I'm getting ready to take up Mary's Subqig to the 3rd floor. Actually, we decided we're gonna mix things up. We're gonna go up on the 3rd floor and we're gonna watch a couple episodes of Shark Tank, because I think there's some new episodes that we haven't seen, and that used to be, I feel like we used to do that when she used to do IVIG, but I don't know. But Mary's got her bin of all her stuff all ready to go, so I can just take it up there. All right, here we are. Looks like we might need to move the podcast stuff so we can see the TV. But we've got Subqig stuff. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. And
let's watch Shark Tank.
I told him. As always.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Good night.